If a movie's playing, I mean, how many times we got to say, Die Hard and movies like that when they're shown, like, usually every Christmas.
Yeah.
Just because it's all marathons, we've gone to a bunch. We went to the Dark Knight trilogy in 2012, and they showed all of them in IMAX. We're like, yeah, this is going to be awesome. And we went to the Die Hard, all 5 movies, and including the 3 good ones. We went and saw those in a marathon in 2013.
4 good ones.
Oh, yeah. All right. Well,
I'm with you on the last one. In hindsight,
yeah, which was dog shit,
ones.
And the 2 you would not admit it at the time.
I jackpedaled. Okay,
I totally, yeah. Both of you motherfuckers did, because you were both like, "It was great. That was fun. It was a good time." I was like, "No, it wasn't. It was awful."
No, it was right. In hindsight, it was awful because, unlike the other 4 movies, like, he literally goes looking for trouble in that one, and that immediately eliminates it as a Die Hard movie.
But
he was always in the wrong place at the wrong time, and that time he wasn't.
He's also 62 and indestructible.
Yeah,
like, that's the thing. The thing with John McClane is, like, he's always about to die.
Right.
He's always on the edge of, like, oh shit, this could be what does in John McClane. And in that movie, it's just like, whatever. I mean, he fights a fucking jet in the 4th one. John McClane versus a jet, and he survives. Like, that's where it's starting to fall apart for me. Where I'm like, really? Is that where we're at with these movies? It's like, he's John McClane. He's and that was the fucking tagline for that movie too. The 4th one was like, not all superheroes wear capes or some bullshit like that. And that should have been a sign. That should have told me, oh, this is not going to be the Die Hard movies of old. This is going to be something else. You woke up to the reality of, like, oh, that did suck. You were just so enamored and driven.
Right. And I was coming off the high of the 4 that I loved, and I was like, oh man, this is all awesome. Yeah.
But I feel like that just emphasized how bad it was, because I'm watching, like, I like Die Hard 2 a lot more after seeing it in the theater.
Yeah.
Because
that's the one that grew on me, because I always loved the first one. I always loved With a Vengeance, always. And I was like, Die Hard 2, it's okay. Like,
it's okay. It's kind of a retread. Yeah. It's like, we get it.
Yeah. And then I watched it again and again, and I fucking love it. It's great.
Same.
It's great.
That's why, for me, that 5th one, after watching the first 4, and as much as look, the 4th one, I liked the night I saw it. I liked it on DVD. A couple of months later, when I watched it again, I was like, that movie's fun. And then just with repeated viewings, it just sunk lower and lower for me. All the more reason I thought, after seeing 3 really strong movies, and you do like the 4th one, how is there not a huge drop-off in the 5th one just upon the first viewing? Like, wow, this is not nearly as good as the movies we just watched.
That was a surprising thing. I couldn't tell you. Like, I was just so... I was buzzing, Like,
Bruce Willis is shooting a gun, I'm in. I love it.
Yeah, right.
That's all I'm asking for in movies.
Bruce Willis play John McClane until he's in a wheelchair. I don't care. Just give me more Die Hard.
And he might.
That's where I was at. Yeah. Well, we got that car battery commercial, so I was happy with that. Argyle was in it. And Theo was in it.
If the check is big enough, Bruce Willis will do that movie or any other VOD premium film. He's done like 18 movies in the last 5 years by doing like that. And look, I don't hate it. God bless him. It's seriously, in the last 5 years, he's done like 18 to 20 movies that have gone essentially direct to DVD or premium VOD or direct to DVD or whatever it is. And that was supposedly the beef when it came to Expendables 3, was he wanted something like $3 million for 3 days work, something like that. And they said, no way. Look, if this guy could show up and get $3 million a couple of times a year for doing 3 days work, good for him.
Right.
At a point where he has a career. I mean, it doesn't matter. It's not like anybody cares. Like, wow, look how far Bruce Willis has fallen. It's like, the dude's, if you were paying me, I mean, that's a discussion that's been recurring on the show. We were talking in terms of $10,000 just 2 weeks ago on the show. Like, would you do a live podcast naked with just a sock?
Yeah, with a sock on my cock. Then yeah. I mean, if he's gonna make shitty directed DVD movies
but get $3 million
a pop,
yeah.
He beat the system.
Are you really going to look at it as just like, you're going to pay me millions of dollars and maybe the movie's not going to be that great? Oh, gee, can I live with that? I get it. So that's why I can't hate when people are just like, wow, look at Bruce Willis. Every time a new one of these direct-to-DVD movies of his like drops on Netflix, they're like, the worst Bruce Willis movie ever is now on Netflix. Watch it before it leaves on June 30th. You see these clickbait articles about it. It's like the lowest rated, the rottenest tomato of them all is on Netflix or whatever it is. And you see all these people like piling on, like, oh, what happened to Bruce Willis? What happened to Bruce Willis is he's probably making
more money than you'll ever see in your life.
He's grossing $9 million a year for working less than 10 days.
Right.
Good for him. That's what I say. Like, it's hard to be mad about.
He's still a legend, no matter what. Even if he's doing shitty movies nowadays, he's a legend.
Yeah.
I mean, there's no other way to slice it.
His place is set. It's not like he's not even a has-been. You know, it's like he's done it.
Still
He's killed
working.
it. You can only get so big, and of course everyone's going to slide down from there. So I don't know, man. I got no qualms with that.